Hello, this is David coming to you from the Amtrak station in Jacksonville. It's raining here, so I'm going to go inside and I'll tell you more about this trip. I promised to tell you what was going on. Normally you see Kathy and I are traveling together, but this trip I'm making on my own. At the end of December, my mom passed away, and I need to go up to Pennsylvania to make a trip to help settle her affairs. And it really didn't require the two of us, so I'm going to go up and have a number of appointments and presumably head back in just a couple of days. At least it's raining here because the last couple of days were just absolutely gorgeous. In Jacksonville, warm, sunny, campfire last night. Kathy went out and did about a 17-mile bike ride yesterday. So at least it's a little bit drizzly today, so I won't mind leaving quite as much, but I know I'm headed into the cold. In fact, our weather report says make sure I'm back before Tuesday, because Philadelphia or Allentown is going to be about 9 degrees up there. I'd much rather be back in Jacksonville. So stay tuned. We'll see how things pan out. Well, I was waiting for the arrival of our train. I had the opportunity to talk to one of the Amtrak employees. It was a little time as he was getting ready for the train's arrival. He said our train, Silver Meteor Train 98, is due to arrive about 10 minutes early, so it should be coming pretty soon. Then I asked him a little bit about the construction that you see in front of me. He said initially the construction was to deal with some plumbing issues that they had in the station. And that makes sense, because the last time we were here they actually had some outdoor toilets that we had to use rather than the ones in the station. But I guess the plumbing issues have been taken care of. Those toilets are open again. So what he indicated is taking place now is they're looking to raise the station platform. Sounds like a pretty big effort to me. But at this station, in order to get on and off the trains, you have to use steps to get up there. When they do somebody with a wheelchair, there's special arrangements where they have to get a lift in order to lift the person up onto the train. What they hope to do is raise the platform so that it is level with the train. You won't need any steps, and they can wheel people on board. Sounds like a real good service for those using the Jacksonville station. I did go and ask a little bit about making this investment when I've heard stories about trying to move the Amtrak station for Jacksonville back downtown. How is it we're investing that much here if we're about to move the station? Perhaps that plan got put off hold. He doesn't know that as well. However, what he understands is, I think the University of North Florida bought the building, has plans to use it for a graduate program, which may impact any plan to move that station back downtown. And of course, with all this investment, I have to wonder if and when that will ever occur. I know I personally was looking forward to downtown stations. As we travel the country, we tend to enjoy the stations that come downtown, and they actually tend to revitalize the downtown neighborhood. So you have to wait and see on that one. But in the meantime, the Jacksonville station is certainly getting an upgrade. A little longer stop in Jacksonville. They use to add water to the train. Sometimes they fill it with fuel, and there is a fuel truck down there. Well, I wake up this morning in Alexandria, Virginia, getting ready to come into DC where they'll change engines. It was a pretty good night's sleep. A little tighter. It's nice when you sit next to your wife. I didn't make many videos earlier. Here comes my seat partner back, so I'm going to have Still got some pretty skies as you leave Baltimore. Well, after quite the run to catch the bus in Philadelphia, I'll just tell you a little bit about that. The train came in a little bit early. I saw the opportunity to catch a sooner bus up to Philly, but the bus leaves not from the train station. You have to take a subway to get it. I positioned myself to be the first one off the train, the first one up the stairs, quickly asked a person which door I had to go out to catch the subway. He pointed to it. I got to the subway, purchased my ticket. I'm going down the stairs, and I don't have much. The total time I have for the whole thing is a half hour. This train pulls out. It's a 7 to 8 minute run to the where I need to go, and the next train's 12 minutes. So if you put the time together, you're going to see I'm very, very close in terms of being able to make this connection. Next train comes, I hop on it, I go the 7 stops, I get off, run downstairs. It's 1 minute before the bus is due, but there's no bus. I start realizing there's a few people waiting for the bus I want, and they tell me that, best of their knowledge, it hasn't come yet. So I'm still hopeful that I can go ahead and make the bus. Long story short, about 15 minutes later, the bus showed up, and they let me get on it. Went up to Allentown. My sister met me, and we went back to her house. All was good. It was the morning, and we started doing some of the things we needed to do to prep for the attorney. I went through Mom's will, went through her safe to pull out paperwork, configured questions for the lawyer, etc., etc. We also went to the funeral home to pick up Mom's ashes and settle up with the funeral director. Very nice folks. Yeah. Then yesterday, very busy. We started off 9 a.m. with a meeting with the attorney for the estate. Got a ton of information, signed a lot of documents, as you can imagine. Went down to the Register of Wills, got sworn in as the executor. Then went to the bank to move some money from Mom's account in order to open up an estate account. I went back to the attorney's office, went back home, and ran a couple other errands in between. And again, very, very, very long day. Today promises to be a shorter day. I mostly have to help my sister and friend try to understand what the expenses are for the house now that Mom's out of it, and a path forward. And I think we're going to make a trip up to T-Mobile. So we'll see how the day goes. However, at the same time, woke up this morning, and lo and behold, we found snow. Let me give you a picture out the window. Snowing pretty good. Supposed to stop about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it's supposed to lay out about 3 inches of snow. What I'm really hoping for is that comes to play, because tomorrow I need to reverse my route and go back to Jacksonville. So a little after 10 in the morning, I'm going to catch a bus in Allentown. They'll take me down to Philly. A little after 4 in the afternoon, I'll catch the Silver Meteor. They'll take me back to Jacksonville. I'll give you another update as we learn more. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the picture of the snow, but don't have to wrestle with it. Take care. Here it is, 11:30, almost noontime, and it's still snowing. In fact, I've shoveled twice at this point. You can get some idea that the snow is rather deep. They were predicting 3 inches of snow. but I assure you we got more than 3 inches at this point. You just look at the top of the cars, and having to shovel twice. And if we come over here, that snowbank's pretty deep. I know it's hard to tell and make a measurement. Perhaps you can tell a little bit more about the mailbox. Well, here we are, ready for me to have to take a bus this morning to go catch the train and head back to Jacksonville. And my sister and I are out here. Is it snowing again? And shoveling snow. I mean, snow looks good, but not when you want to travel. Well, we just completed the Sunday morning shovel. Might be the first shovel for the day, but I might have to leave them and have someone else shovel it off. If you looked at yesterday's photo, you could see how much of the mailbox you could see. A little different story today. Snow just keeps on coming. They say it's actually pretty unusual for this time of year in the Whitehall, Allentown, Pennsylvania area. Thanks to Denise, a nice neighbor who's willing to drive me down for the bus. In the snow, we left plenty early to be sure we were covered if anything went wrong. I stopped in the local bagel shop where I'll sit here about an hour before the bus goes, have a good meal, and stay nice and warm. Well, I made it to the bus to Philadelphia. It's virtually on time, even given the weather. Well, despite the challenging weather conditions brought on by all of the snow, the bus actually arrived in Philadelphia about a half hour early. So it was great. Walked over to the Amtrak station and discovered that I had another coupon for the lounge that was going to expire March 1st. I said, I might as well use it. I'm not sure I'm going to use it for something else between now and March 1st. And I've got a little over a 4-hour wait in the lounge before my train's due to arrive. So this is a very comfortable lounge. I've had some soda and water, some chips. Bide my time. I can sit here on the phone and view videos. I watched the church service earlier, just to give you an idea for those that haven't seen a lounge before. I'll show you a couple of pictures. The station itself earlier was extremely busy. You could not find a seat. It has thinned out now, but the lounge is still more comfortable.
Now boarding is the Silver Meteor, train number 97 en route to Miami at elevator number 3. Train
That's
number
my
97,
train.
Silver Meteor.
Well, as we leave Philadelphia on the Silver Meteor, it's pretty much leaving on time, but it is kind of a gray and cloudy outside in Philadelphia today. Well, we're traveling along. I took some time to call my daughter for her birthday, and we talked a bit about the visit I just made in terms of mom. Good conversation. She had a good birthday. We've made it to Maryland, and there's still plenty of snow beside the train. Well, I wake up this morning, and we're in Savannah, Georgia. Just taking on people. You can kind of see in the background, the sun is just getting ready to rise. It's getting pretty close to home. Only a couple more hours. We'll be back in Jacksonville and have a chance to see Kathy again and catch up on what's going on there. It's been a very busy few days. Very good in terms of, I think, getting us positioned for dealing with Mom's estate, and a lot of discussion about when we might do a celebration for life. The trip was necessary, but long and tiring. Another picture of the sunrise as we leave Savannah, headed to Jacksonville. coming into the town of Folkestone, Georgia. All the trains funnel through this area. There's actually a viewing platform that you can get on to watch the trains. And there's a speaker that actually lets you hear what the various engineers are telling one another. There's the platform.
I'm here at the Amtrak station in Jacksonville, Florida, and while Dave is going to be arriving pretty much on time on the Silver Meteor, I think he's going to be maybe pleased about the weather, but it is cold here. I had to defrost my windshield for 15 minutes, and there was ice pulling off the truck, but it's Florida, so it's certainly not snowing like it is in Pennsylvania, but he should be here in about 15 minutes, and look forward to seeing him.